You have an inherent responsibility for your life process, and that responsibility is to the next level up in nature. In other words, if your life cycle means that you're existing in this immediate, let's say you're an insect, you have a responsibility to go through your life such that the environment that you affected benefits.
Yeah.
That's how nature operates. Now, you may go out and kill and be killed all through that thing. You can have a life of carnage and kill off all the whatever it is you eat. But the macro environment that you're in, that's your lifeblood, and you don't bite it. So in this model, yin-yang, what it's really saying, and yin-yang is really what describes nature, is that competition must be dominated at the next higher level by cooperation. This is very, very important. This is not what we do in human society at all. It is what nature does. And the reason this is important is because if nature operates under a balance where cooperation is actually dominant, and humans operate in nature where competition is actually dominant, we are actually operating below nature in evolution. Biggest problem is that since we are a technological species, any species that comes up against technology runs into a mathematical wall, and I don't care what you are. If you came through nature to get to a point of discovering technology, you had to go through life's process, which is as things evolve, you have two forces at work: competition and cooperation, right? That is how nature evolves. You either compete with this organism directly, or you find ways to cooperate so that you stay alive. So since we don't reach to that level even, as we've come up through this, I would say 300 and plus years of mistake, it's sort of like saying, all right, instead of these peace-loving rats running around, now they're ready for space, you are now taking the rats in a cage who are chewing each other, biting each other's tail, killing each other,
Yeah.
and saying, now we're going to go to space, or now we're going to give each and every one of you the ability to kill the entire cage. And that's where we are right now. We are a technological civilization that's made a almost fatal flaw in our understanding of nature, so that we are now reaching a point of technological, absolute, guaranteed, a point of crossing, where, and we've been here for at least 15 years, this is where it is possible for the weakest link to produce technology that can wipe out an entire planet. And we've been in that we've been at that point for at least 15 years because of biotechnology. One person knowing enough can sit in an apartment building and crank out a planet killer just because he got pissed off. Since we're operating in that realm, we have a much, much higher percentage of that kind of pathology, that kind of mentality in our species. And what we need to do before we're ready to go to space is convert this technology such that basics are taken care of based on the concept of abundance, which means you have unlimited energy, food, water, housing, and it's all based on a self-contained system where you take care of your waste. You don't set up the system where every step of the way, if you want power, it creates pollution. If you need to move from one place to another, you create pollution. If you want to go eat something, you buy a whole bunch of stuff surrounding that food, so it creates pollution.
Yeah.
We've got to get out of that completely.